Hey folks, Matt from artoftheimage.com. I've got my whole Canon gear set out here on display right here. Okay, so the actual Canon stuff I'm talking about, plus the Wasabi spare batteries. I do have some other flashes and things that are not Canon flashes at the moment. I don't have a Canon flash, but what we have here is the 70D and the 18 to 135. We have the 50mm f1.8 STM. I wanted to tell you guys what the other lenses I got were. If you recall in the last video on the 70D, kind of initial impressions, I said I would let you know what I bought. So 50mm f1.8 STM, and this is probably no surprise to you guys, the 10 to 18 STM. This is an STM, I'm pretty sure. I think. I don't see it on here just off the top of my head, or just off the lens, but I'm almost positive this is an STM lens. Yes, it is. It says it on the front. Okay, so 10 to 18 STM. So this was the initial kit. What am I missing so far? As far as, people have often said to me, if you'd only buy 3 lenses. Well, there's 3 lenses here. Now, if I could only buy 3, I'm not sure this is the 3 I would get. This was the 3 I would get if I'm buying 4. Now, I haven't bought the 4th yet. The 4th one I'm going to add is the 55 to 250 IS. Why? Well, because it gives me telephoto, and it gives me a decent kit telephoto, capable of some pretty decent image quality for a very low price. You can get those for like $199 or something like that. I'll put a link below to all these lenses, to the 50 f1.8 STM, to the 10 to 18 STM, and the 18 to 135 STM. So that is the 3 lenses I have at the moment. I didn't get the long lens yet, simply because I think at the time I had a certain amount of money in my one account that I was using, and also I just didn't need it right away. These 3 I needed right away. I went with the 18 to 135 on the 70D kit because I did decide it was probably a little better quality, and I liked the range better than the 18 to 55. So I made that decision. We were talking about that in the previous video, which one to go with. I decided I wanted the 18 to 135 because I do like the range. It's a great walk-around lens. And I think it is a little better image quality, perhaps, than the 18 to 55. I'm not entirely sure on that because the 18 to 55 is a decent performing lens. It's just slow. I think the build quality is a little better, too. So that's, why I went with that. Plus, it's an STM lens. So is the 18 to 55, but I just want to point out these are all STM lenses because I'm going to be using this setup for video. So the 10 to 18, no brainer. You've seen the past video. If you haven't, go check it out. I'll see if I can put a link below for you, showing, just how wide 10 millimeter is on the 70D. Actually, it was on the 80D at the time. But 10 millimeter on an APS-C body. So whether you have a T6i, T6S, whether you have any of the Canon, APS-C bodies, so the 7D, 7D Mark II, 70D, 80D, any of these, this 10 millimeter gives you, it's incredible for how wide it is. It's a very nice performing little lens, and the best value in an ultra wide out there right now, because these can be had for about $250. Again, I'll put the link below. You can check it out. But, for $250, hard to beat. It's image stabilized. It has STM, so this is a great lens. You'll see. You know who turned me on to using a lens like this? Casey Neistat. I think he's actually using the 10 to 18 now, but he was using the 10 to, the 10 to 20 or the 10 to 22, which is twice the price. But I think even he's realized that there's not much advantage in it. Technically, it's probably a little sharper in the corners, but in real world shooting, this puppy is beautiful, and for less than half the price of the higher price, the 1020 or the 1022, I forget which one that is. This is the guy to go with, in my humble opinion. So that's why I went with that one. If you're gonna vlog, this is beautiful because you can hold the camera, on a GorillaPod. I have the GorillaPod with the, what was it, the X Pro ball head or whatnot. I'll put the link below for that too. But, it's a very common vlogging setup. So it allows you to do more run and gun. And with the 10 to 18 on, holding it at arm's length, keeping yourself in the center, you're not suffering a huge penalty from using an ultra wide on yourself because you're right in the middle of the frame. You're not on the outsides where it would really distort you. But it makes for a great lens when you're holding the camera at arm's length that you're not in too close. So that's why a lot of people are using this. It's just a beautiful little lens. And then obviously For those of you that know the channel, I love 50 mils. The 50 mil f1.8s are probably the best lenses in anybody's arsenal. Certainly in Nikon and Canon's. Best in the sense of best value. Super, super sharp lens. $125 from Canon, even cheaper if you get a sale. I'll put the link below once again. But hard to beat this. You're going to get a very fast lens, f1.8. Not the fastest, but very fast. You know, f1.8 is going to get you shooting in dim lighting. It's going to get you a lot more light in. And it's going to allow you to get that bokeh, that nice out of focus bokeh in the background, and that out of focus. The bokeh is the quality of the out of focus, and this will get you a nice out of focus background at f1.8. So that's why these are the three that I had to get right away. I needed my standard lens. Actually, if anything, I probably could have gone without the 18-135, got the body and these two if I had to have got just two right away. But I got these three, got them all for great deals. Again, I'll put the links below. If you guys have any questions, if there's something I haven't, you're wondering that I haven't quite explained on why I got these three, leave them in the comments below. If you guys would have gone a different route, let me know which way you would have gone. Leave it in the comments below. There's lots of different options, but this allowed me to stay with STM lenses, because this is mostly a video kit for me, although I will be using it for photography, and B, it allowed me to stay with Canon lenses. So they're all Canon lenses, which I don't necessarily think you always have to do, but there is an argument to be made for staying Canon lenses with Canon cameras, OEM stuff. And then on top of that, these were all really, really good values. I mean, buying the kit, the 18-135 with the 70D, I think it cost me under $200 additional. That's a no-brainer for this lens, because to buy this lens new is about $400 or $500. And these were all, I got this on sale, the 10-18 for about $239, and I got the 50 f1.8 on sale for $99. I think it was $99. It was $89 or $99. So I'll put links below. You could check it out. If you have any questions, leave them below. If you have any feedback, if you want to discuss it, what would you guys go with? Would you go with this setup, or would you go with something different? Have you gone with something different for your 70D, your 80D, any of the Canon APS-C? Leave it below. Let's discuss it a bit. Thanks for tuning in. Now you've seen my whole Canon setup at the moment. I do have an adapter coming in. I'll be interested to see how it works. An adapter for Canon EOS to Nikon. And the reason for that is I have a really nice older Nikon 50mm SC f1.4 manual focus lens, which I think I might use a little bit for some video work, or in just situations where I want the f1.4. Most of the time I'm going to use the STM because it does beautiful autofocus with that dual pixel AF in video. Anyways, folks, thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned. We'll be back soon here at artoftheimage.com.